Hey guys, it's Rocko here. Welcome to another Spaces. In today's Spaces, guys, we've got the LunaClassic Avengers. These Spaces, guys, one of the main reasons that I do it is to bring the community together. When you work together, it makes it easier to achieve stuff. If you've looked in the past, guys, we haven't really worked together. There's been different parts of the community infighting. I feel like now, since Juris protocol has launched, we're actually starting to work together. So I'm getting excited. There's lots of building that's going on in the chain. Hopefully we can get some USTC Repeg stuff going on top of all the L2s that are being built. We've got Diamond Hands talk and Classic DAO talking about their project. We've got Vegas, Rexy, and as always, myself and LL69 talking about Juris protocol. If you enjoyed the content, guys, do hit that like button and subscribe. I make a summary weekly video where I summarize everything in 10-15 minutes, but this is the video for people that in the details of LunaClassic, they want to find out what's happening in the background. Enjoy the Spaces, guys. If you enjoy the content, guys, do hit that like button and subscribe. Any comments really help us out, so a thumbs up or LunaClassic to the moon, I hate Rocko, I would really appreciate that. Enjoy the Spaces, guys. I'll catch you later with another video soon. Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our Spaces on a Sunday evening. Slightly different format, but similar type of content. I've always wanted to set up a separate Spaces on top of Lunc, so we'll still be talking about LunaClassic. I can already see David, Rexy, and a few other people here. But we'll also talk about other projects. Sometimes on LunaClassic Spaces, we go on a tangent talking about politics, talking about Bitcoin, Trump coin, meme coin. So I thought I'd do these Spaces, open our community, extend our community to other projects as well, bring on other people, learn about DeFi from other projects, which will help LunaClassic as well. So slightly new Spaces, so it might take a bit of time for us to grow. But yeah, more casual as well. So usually with LunaClassic Spaces, I sometimes feel the pressure to give you alpha, Juris alpha, TerraCasino alpha, USTC Repeg ideas. In these Spaces, we can chat about, you can question me about my Thailand trips, which meme coin I'm holding, which coin I'm leverage trading. So yeah, just a bit of a casual Spaces. We'll go for about a couple of hours. And then, we'll see what's going on. I've invited a couple of people to join today as well. So hopefully we'll learn about those few projects as well. And as always, please do your own research. I can already see Rexy and LL69 here, so let me add them. And also I can see David, if you want to come up. Boss fam, if you want to come up, talk about Volt. Volt is one of the meme coins that I've held for a while. I love what you guys are doing. So if you want to come up and chat about Volt, do request to come and speak. So we'll give other people a couple of minutes to join, and then I might invite them again, see if they want to come and talk. But if not, guys, hopefully you enjoy the Spaces. And let's get started with Rexy, and then we'll go to LL69. How you doing, Rexy?
Evening all. I'm doing all right, thank you very much. Certainly a lot better than what it was last week. God, I felt a bit grim. It was the worst I've kind of felt since when I caught COVID in 2019 to 2020. So anyway, getting to the end of that now.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Last time you were coughing a bit. You still rambled on, but you were coughing a little bit. But tonight, if you ramble on, you're allowed to ramble on a bit more tonight.
Yeah. Can I ramble on without coughing tonight then?
Yes, you can. Right?
You can go off people,
Sorry?
You can go off people,
You can go off people? What do you mean?
Yeah. I'm from a different generation, mate. We've got that many phrases. I'm going to have to start educating you, aren't I?
Yeah, you are from the same country, but then I still sometimes don't understand yourself. But cool. Good to have you here, Rexy. Thanks for coming and supporting. LL, how you doing, mate? LL, are you there, bro? Okay, LL might be having some issues. I'll send him a DM. But we've got Boss Fam. How you doing, Boss Fam?
Hey, what's up, Rocko? Shout out to the Luna community, man. Thanks for allowing me to come out here with you, man. Just good morning. How is it? Are you still on the other part of the world?
Yes, I'm still in Thailand, but I am going to be flying back, unfortunately. I've not been as productive as I know Rexy.
had a few phone calls with him. He's aware of what I've been up to. But yeah, I'm going to be flying back to the UK next week. So yeah, time to lock in. I've had my fun in Thailand. Time to lock in, get some nice 10x trades, hopefully LunaClassic, Juris pumps as well. But yeah, time to lock in when I come back to the UK. How you been?
Good, brother. I'm here in the States, in the US, and I can't wait to check out Thailand, man. You always be posting about it, man, and I heard good things about it as well. I'm originally from El Salvador, uh, but I'm here, man. Just in Texas now. We had a cold weather not too long last week. It was freaking freezing, and just been in the trenches. I'm actually at the gym right now, so if you hear a lot of background noise, I'm sorry. I hope you can hear me well. And shout out to Web3. Shout out to all you guys here in this beautiful space, man. Make sure you guys retweet the room so we get more people in here, man. And thanks for bringing up Volt, bro. Volt, it's a beautiful project, man. And whenever you allow me to speak about it, I'll go into it and share a little bit of it with you guys.
That's fantastic. What kind of gym are you at?
Usually go to Gold's Gym or Planet Fitness. I'm just trying to get back in the routine, man, because I work from, I'm a dispatcher at Web2. And so, I'm always sitting on the computer, tweeting here in the trenches. And then on the side, I also do DoorDash to bring more money into crypto. But yeah, man, that's what I do.
Wow, that's superb. I'm just putting together a new Smith machine on my own gym. So, yeah, it's I do like my gym. I do a bit of running as well, but I prefer lifting everything's.
Yeah, man. I just started getting into. I haven't started power lifting or anything yet, but I will get to it. I'm trying to, slim a little bit down. I do love lifting weights here and there, but I'm gonna start slowly back up, climbing, doing stairs and incline, and then mainly watching what I'm eating, man. So calorie counting my foods and whatnot. But yeah, hopefully one day, bro, I own my own gym and my own mansion, man. That's the plan with cryptos.
Well, a question for you. I know you're originally from El Salvador. Obviously, they play a big part in crypto. What's your thoughts on crypto in El Salvador?
Man, I think El Salvador did an amazing job being the first country to adopt and accept and made a legal tender in September 7, 2021. I think it put a good example of what other countries in Latin America can do. Because if you look at it, not only they adopted Bitcoin, they also mined it. For I think the last article that I read, they already mined close to 500 Bitcoins, which brought a lot of boost into their economy. And now you always had those sputters. You had the opposition, people that don't believe in crypto, talking trash when he was buying 1 Bitcoin a day when Bitcoin dropped to 15K. And ever since then, they've just been stacking up. He's been getting a lot of heat, but now they're crickets. They're not making no noise. They're quiet because the country is boosting. The economy is good. A lot of projects, as you've seen, USDT came to establish their home base there in El Salvador. So I think a lot of other projects that are building, that are solid Web3 building, decentralized, is going to be moving to El Salvador. I think Google is also a lot of big corporations, but I think it's a good example for other countries. And I hope also USA does it, man, because we're super in debt. And I think blockchain could set many people free, countries free. And I think FOMO's about to get real. If Donald Trump finally does some type of reserve, I don't think it will allow other countries to FOMO in. But El Salvador, man, it's a good example for Latin America, man. I haven't had a chance to go recent. I just, I've been accumulating. Hopefully after this bull cycle, I'm able to go and buy me my mansion out there. And my dad do own some few properties. But check out El Salvador, man. If you got money in crypto, you can invest and get you a second dual citizenship there. And check out Surf City. Bitcoin City is still being built, but it's doing great things, man. El Salvador is setting a great example. They bought the dip when we retraced back not too long ago. And they also got some money from the IMF, which is the opposition. They just told him, man, you just got to be a little light on Bitcoin rules, but they didn't want him to invest in crypto. You know what they did with that money? They bought the dip, man. So they're building, bro. So I hope other countries do the same thing, man. I think crypto could do many beautiful things for worldwide, globally, man.
Yes, I mean El Salvador's almost a pioneer because if Donald Trump starts buying Bitcoin and other crypto for the U.S. Reserve, I know he's already signed a document for it. I mean, I'm sure other countries, hopefully UK and European countries, will join. So El Salvador was like a pioneer, and yeah, I'll hold you to the mansion once you get your mansion. I love South America and Latin America, but I've not visited El Salvador yet. I've got a friend in Dominican Republic. I spent some time in Colombia and DR last year. So yeah, once you get your mansion, I'll have to come and visit you. We'll come
Shoot,
back.
yeah, I invite the whole Luna community, man. Shit. Once I get it, I'll let you know, Rocco.
Awesome. Maybe we'll talk about your vault as well later on. But we've got Diamond Hands and Classic Dow here. It's really good to have you guys. We've known each other. We've been speaking a little bit here and there, but it'd be great to start collabing on a wider scale on LunaClassic. It's great to also see people appreciating how L2s can support LunaClassic. One way is, LunaClassic could do really well. It could burn more USTC Repeg, but L2s, if WESO, which is a project we'll talk about with you guys, or Juris or another LunaClassic L2 project go crazy, that can really help LunaClassic price go up. If meme coins go crazy, we've seen it with Solana, that could help LunaClassic. So great to have you here, guys. Classic Dow, you join first, and then we'll go to Diamond Hands. How are you doing, Classic Dow?
Hey, Rocco, it's been a while. I'm really happy to be here with you guys sharing the space. Also, really happy that, the market is improving. Daddy Trump got into office, so now we are going to get some regulations in place. And finally, man, 2025, I have a feeling it's going to be bullish not only for crypto itself, but I have a good feeling about Luna Classic.
Yes, I hope so. Whenever I have an American person, I always ask about your guys' thoughts, not too political, but your guys' thoughts on Trump and especially Trump's impact on crypto. Because from outside, I mean, people even not involved in crypto look at what Trump is doing, but especially for us in crypto, every word he says, everything he does, it really impacts us massive. So yeah, what's your thoughts on Trump and especially on Trump on crypto?
Well, let me be completely honest with you. When he launched the meme coin, I knew for a fact that he was pro crypto because no president in the United States, in the history of the United States, have done such a move, such a drastic move. And when I saw that, all the folks that were actually at the inauguration, that there were the people like Jeff Bezos, like Elon Musk, like the most wealthiest people in the world, I knew for a fact that most of those people are into cryptocurrencies as well. So, for a fact, I knew since day one that was in his agenda. And the difference between Trump and other politicians, that regardless if you like him or not, he's the type of guy that he would say what he preach, regardless of what people think or not think. So, since the beginning, he was pushing crypto, and it's clear since day one in office that that's his agenda. So I'm really bullish for it.
Did you buy the Trump coin? Because I was actually doing a Spaces, I think the same day he launched it, and I didn't
No.
buy it until a bit later. I think he still did a 2-3x. But my worry was if he launches another coin, his family members, whether it's Melania, his son, is it Barron, then he'll be diluting the Trump holders. And unfortunately, that happened because he literally launched a coin a couple of days after. I mean, I don't know who's advising him, but Trump could have gone to, could have flipped Dogecoin. But now it still can, like you said, the most powerful man in the world has his own meme coin. It still can pump. But I think it's also, the price is down slightly since he launched it. So yeah, we'll see what happens there.
Yeah, most definitely. Like, I thought at the beginning, like it didn't make sense. Like you see somebody that controls 80%, 86% of the token itself, you're not gonna invest to it. Us crypto OGs that have been here for a while are not gonna invest in the project. And you know what? At the end of the day, I gotta take my hats off to any crypto OG that actually at the beginning said, I'm not gonna invest in it because look at it now. It happened what we all knew was gonna happen.
Yeah, 80%, holding 80%. When I saw that, I thought that's crazy, but I still thought it was going to pump because it's Trump, right? It is literally Trump. He can say one thing. And I mean, even now there's people shorting it. I don't think shorting it is a good idea because he can come out with a tweet, come out with a funny line. I mean, he's an amazing speaker, and the coin could pump 2-3x. But yeah, I'm sure we'll talk more about Trump later on. But let's invite Diamond Hands. How you doing, Diamond Hands?
Doing well, guys. That's a very good conversation you're having right there. I mean, yeah, kind of like what Classic Dow said. Regardless of the political party thing, that's over and done with. He's in the presidency now, and will be for the next 4 years. But just take a look at what he did just this week, right? He made the National Digital Asset Stockpile. He killed, Operation Choke Point. He freed Ross Ulbricht. He made CBDCs illegal. Gary Gensler is gone. All of the forces who tried every which way but backwards to kill this industry, to kill crypto, are no more. You have a pro-crypto president. You have a pro-crypto Congress. You have a pro-crypto country that is getting ready to flex. And boy, are we ready. We're back, baby. And that's the reason why we launched WESO, because of that thing. It's time for crypto to be back. It's time for innovation to be back. All of this crap that we've endured for the last 3.5 years, all it did was stall growth, innovation, and success. And I'm sorry, but I'll say it publicly. I'm glad Gary Gensler is gone. Enough of the lawsuits, enough of the lawfare and the targeting. Let's get down to business. Let's grow this industry and make it a $100 trillion industry, because that's what it is. That's what it is, folks. It's only $3 trillion right now, the entire crypto market cap, $3 trillion. It will be, you watch and see, $100 trillion industry before it's all said and done. But I'm glad to be here, man. Great stuff.
So what do you think? What do you think of the odds are that Gensler is going to come out with his own meme coin?
It wouldn't surprise me, honestly. I thought it was very interesting that 4 hours after Gary Gensler packed it up, Trump launched his meme coin, as if to give him the final kiss of thank you very much for all you did, right? But it wouldn't surprise me to see, somebody like him launch his own token. Of course, he'll say, well, now here are the rules and regulations, and we're doing it the safe way, and, by the rules, which we all know is a bunch of garbage. Everybody's going to launch their own, which you've seen already with Trump and his family members. You've seen celebrities, athletes, all these people launch their own. Here's one thing that I do want to say, guys, and Classic Dow said that too. Just be careful. Be careful with these launches. Get in, get your X's if you wish, and then get out if that's your forte, if you want that gamble. I saw Trump at $11, and I just said to myself, look, it might be a scam. Of course it wasn't, but we didn't know. But it was at $11, and I said, gosh, you really don't know how high these things are going to go. Let's just wait and see what happens. And yeah, of course, it exploded to over $70. But now look at it. It's right back down to 30, if I'm not mistaken, maybe a little bit below that. But it just goes to show you that nothing is for certain, and hype can always fade. That is why I'm loving this space right here. And, that is why you have to have use cases, utilities, roadmaps, because, my friends, eventually the hype will die. And when that dies, you better have a backup plan to push you forward, because if you don't, you're not going to make it. So this space is heavily needed. And I'll tell you this too, guys. Over the past, going on year 3 now for us, we as a community have to come together, do our building, do it the L2 way, do it the DeFi way. We love the sexes. We appreciate the burning and everything. That's great. But we got to get back to our roots, baby. We got to start building, bring that liquidity back on chain, bring it back home, and start growing as one. So I look forward to it.
I love that, Mr. Diamond Hands, because it's really important what you said there with bringing stuff on chain, like building our own stuff. Like people coming on chain and using it. People could be hearing about Juris and be like, oh, I could, put some money in, I could borrow it. Oh, the price is going up. Let me tell my friends, and oh, he can invest. And that's how we build a cycle, right? And LunaClassic has gone through so many different cycles. And to repeat this thing about what Murad said, I'm sure some of you guys have heard of him. He said, Bitcoin's the biggest meme coin. Everything is in a way is a meme coin. And what works is with the community that sticks to it, the cult that you build. And LunaClassic has got one of the biggest communities. If we build, people are going to come. And I know there's not much liquidity. I've been trying to push meme coins. There's not too much money around. But once the money starts coming, that's when you see the crazy cycle. Like the Bitcoin just goes sideways for 3-4 years. And then between 1 or 2 months, it can just absolutely go parabolic. And hopefully, WESO is building, Rex is building, Terraport. we're building Juris protocol. One of these protocols does really well and the timing's correct, that's when you can get the big access. But Diamond Hands, will come back to WESO, and I want to question you about WESO because I've looked at it slightly and I may or may not have got a bag. But so we'll come on to that, learn more about it. But what's your thoughts on LunaClassic? What are some of the things that you're most excited about?
Well, first of all, man, if you are a holder, welcome. We're glad to have you. We're about 4 or 5 days old now, and people are very, very excited, for WESO, the journey, the utilities and use case that we're bringing to the blockchain, on-chain, of course, back home, as we focused on. But really, man, we're just excited to explain to people how this thing works, right? What it was designed to do, what its use case is. Because like I said earlier, memes are fun. They're great. They can get a lot of hype. But once that hype is gone, you've got nothing to fall back on. So we got up with a wonderful developer, which everybody knows, right? Renzo of Elbun. He's done a marvelous job. We have tested this thing. Gosh, LunaClassic Dell, how many months, dude, did we did we test this thing over and over? It became mundane.
Like a year and a half.
Dude, it was ridiculous. I mean, just every single little thing, every little detail. We were like, well, it's close. It's almost, but not quite right. Let's do it again. But we tested this thing heavily, and we created something that basically sucks Lunc out of the market. That's basically what it does. Puts it into a bonding curve, makes it to where it's backed by real liquidity, not a bunch of air, not a bunch of nothingness. Because remember, folks, in crypto, the most important thing, and all my OGs know what I'm about to say, is what? Liquidity. You got to have that nice TVL. You've got to have that money, something backing the tokens or the coins that you possess. Because if you go to try and swap it back, you've got nothing to fall back on, and that's very, very dangerous. If you have low liquidity, it can be a disaster down the road. So basically developed WESO to suck Lunc out of the system, putting it into the bonding curve. And it's also got some more use cases that people are going to be checking out very, very shortly. I did a little bit of a teaser, if you will, before coming on the space, hinting at the validator set. Guys, check this stuff out. We've made this to help a couple things. Look, the blockchain, right? Lunc as a whole, bring liquidity back on chain, helping the other validators, possibly some buyback and burning. I said too much. Well, listen, check this out. Read the light paper. Hop on the Telegram with us. We're growing it nicely and organically. And let's build this bird, man. Let's get it off the ground. Let's get all eyes once again on LunaClassic and send it to the moon. But it's been fun so far, man, for sure.
Is it just on the bonding curve? Will it be on like a liquidity pool as well, like on TerraSwap or TerraPort? You can buy it through CoinHole.
What I can say to that is we are open and willing to discuss every and any possibility. That's all I can say for now.
Yeah, it's something. Elbun, they've got a similar kind of thing, I guess. And we had the conversation with Renzo about whether that could be put onto TerraPort. And I think the conversation ended up there that it wasn't something that was kind of feasible because it would conflict with the bonding curve.
Right. So ultimately, where Renzo is in charge at Elbun, I'll leave that to him, obviously. That community is a good community. And also, too, we've actually had some people that are starting to help us out from Elbun. So regardless of what decision he makes, ultimately is his. I'm fine with it. And whoever wants to come party with us or stay at Elbun, or that's totally fine too. But you may see some things in the future regarding Elbun. I don't know. Again, my memory's not what it's meant to be today. I don't know. I'm all over the place. All right, Classic Dell. The more I've been on this journey with WESO, baby, my mind's not what it used to be. So we'll have to wait and
I
see
love
what
your
comes.
excitement, Diamond Hands, on WESO. Well, maybe same question for Classic DAO as well. So someone that's new, Classic DAO, that's wanting to learn about WESO, what would you say, like an elevator pitch or a couple of minutes of how do you explain what WESO is?
Well, the first and main thing that I can say is that WESO is not a money pit. WESO is actually putting back to the community, putting back to LunaClassic, because the way it's developed is developed in a way that feeds all these pools that we have available. Pools for development, pools for marketing, basically any single pool that any blockchain or any entity can have in order to thrive and be successful. So the main thing about WESO is not only, the fun aspect of the meme, and you have the bonding curve, and you help out the validators. I'm going to go into stats in a bit, but the most important aspect of it is help the chain. So it's meant to build an ecosystem, an actual ecosystem by a treasury that will build that is going to feed all these pools. This is one of the main aspects for WESO, and I would believe that that's the most important aspect, because it doesn't matter how good the project that you have here in chain is, if you don't do anything for that community, unfortunately, you're not going to have the support. So I believe that's the main aspect of WESO that we want to focus on it.
Awesome. Yeah, look forward to finding out more about. Is it WESO or WESO? You pronounce it.
WESO, like we're so
WESO.
back.
Oh, WESO back. Okay, I like that. I was pronouncing it wrong. WESO. I like that. Okay. So one thing I like about it from the brief information that you are sharing is that your Luna's being locked up. So that's bullish, I guess. The more Luna's locked up, less circulating, more coming on chain. So, and then I guess you're going to be burning LunaClassic as well with every transaction that's happening with bonding and moving LunaClassic. So, I mean, it sounds exciting to hear another project. Did I see anything about NFTs and stuff? I was just looking through some of your posts before you guys came on. Could you guys share anything about that?
Sure. Actually, we have an NFT marketplace that has been built as we speak. The launch is 3 months from now in March. The main focus of this marketplace is not on something similar like Aruda has, that you can build your own NFTs, but we're also trying to make a music market. Just try to bring the music industry back into the business, into crypto, and basically into LunaClassic. I don't know if you noticed lately, I've been like doing a lot of songs, a lot of singles. If you go to Spotify, you're going to see a whole playlist. And basically, what I want to do is have a platform that anybody that wants to create can go there, utilizing the tools as AI, as we know, can create an actual song, basically produce it, get copyrights for it, and basically upload it to Spotify or something similar, and just basically, market it. The way they do it, they will do it through the course of an NFT. I cannot go into details because that's something that is very specific, and when I do launch it, I basically want to be as transparent as possible. But that's one of the main reasons where we're launching this marketplace. We're trying to revolutionize basically the industry of NFTs, utilizing music as well and other things. And I believe some other chains are doing something similar. But the way we're going to do it with copywriting and AI and all that kind of stuff, I believe nobody has done that as of yet.
Oh, please, can you share more about the AI? I mean, I've named this Sunday Spaces AI. How is AI going to be incorporated? And also, what type of music are you recording?
Well, right now for me recording, I'm doing all types of music like rap, rock, new metal, anything, hip hop, even diss songs at times when I'm bored, to be honest. But at the end of the day, using AI has been really helpful for me, because I used to write back in the day. I used to write poetry and all that kind of stuff when I was in college. So I'm trying to write back most of that stuff, and so I'm using a tool that is most likely like any AI tool that creates music. Just basically utilize it, and basically that same tool is the one that I want to incorporate in the marketplace. Have a similar tool that basically the person just goes in there, puts their art for the album or the single they want to launch, the title, this and that, and have AI create the song for them based on their lyrics, and on their selection of beats and all that kind of stuff. So something similar to that.
Awesome. Sounds really good. Can't wait to hear more about WESO, guys. Rexy, Boss Fam, Juris, have you guys got any questions about WESO for Diamond Hands of Classic DAO?
Questions, maybe not, but just, I guess, kind of observations. And I suppose the first one is, I think it's great that you kind of, really jumping into the kind of L2 kind of development type sort of space. I think that's really positive for the ecosystem. And regards, thinking of, music as a kind of focus for your project. I think that's really good. I mean, I've not heard of that on TerraCasino before, and that's what you kind of need. You need some original thinking, but people that have got the commitment to actually stick to their kind of roadmap and see it to the end. And then, of course, maintain it, operate it for years and years to come. A project should just be, as they say, like a dog for Christmas. The project needs to be for the longer term.
Yeah, exactly. And I agree with you. I think what people are waiting for and they're yearning for is just kind of like what you said, Rex. These are projects that kind of get past the hype phase and really start settling into their long-term roadmap. I think that's what people are really hoping for, because what that does is it makes us go away from like the meme aspect to the utilizing utility, long-term vision type roadmap, right? So, and that's the kind of stuff that we've got to have back on this chain for an L2 level to get that liquidity off the sexes back onto chain so people can see that development. And it takes sometimes years for that to accomplish. But from what I've seen with this community, now that we're going into year 3, I think we're past that point of trying to prove ourselves. I think the people on this call, I think the people, the validators, obviously that are here, have more than proven themselves to the community, saying, "Hey, we're not going anywhere. We're here for the whole ride, right, to the moon or to the dirt." So I think we've passed that. I think now what we have to focus on is just keep gaining that trust. Just say, look, our DMs are open. Here's our telegrams. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, don't hesitate to reach out to us. We've been doing that with WESO so far, and it can be a little bit time consuming, and it may take some time to get to certain people, but we always get back to them. And I think if we really stick to that mission and that objective, I think the more time that comes along, the more building that we're doing, it's really going to be a positive thing for the chain.
Yeah, I agree. And also, if you think of, using a analogy kind of here, if you like, or anecdote's probably a better term to use. When Terraport kind of first started, I mean, it absolutely kind of, jumped. It did about a 10x or more. And then, unfortunately, there was, the event that we won't talk about that happened, unfortunately, and the price came down. However, the price has continued to come down, and it's got to a stage over the last kind of month, maybe a couple of months, where it's kind of bottomed out and it's starting to ease back up. And if you compare it to the price of Lunc, it's actually not done bad over the last 6 weeks. However, and this I think is the important point, because I think Juris is going through this at the minute. When you first launch, you tend to get quite a pump, and you'll get the people that aren't really long-term investors that jump in, they buy a bag, and then they cash out when it gets to, a 10, 100x, whatever it may be, which puts a lot of stress on that team and also on that token. So then those people gradually over time, they sell the bags and it drops down till it gets to like a support level, if you like. And that's kind of like, to a certain degree, it's the base value of the token. But, and I think this is the real positive thing, and it's something great for the Terraport community. Those people that actually bought the project as a long-term 4-year plus project, they've held. So they've held, they've increased their bags, and we've got some really fantastic investors within Terraport that have put a massive amount of money in, and they'll be there to actually reap the rewards once you get out the other side. And as CZ would cut it, the pay pans have decided to leave. And it's those investors that really do deserve to reap their rewards. And like I say, I think Juris is kind of going through this a little bit at the moment. Hopefully it'll not dip too far. But once it's actually built, operational, and it sucks new investors in, well, they'll reap the rewards of that.
I agree. I mean, you have to have, your long-term holders, your community that's going to be with you through thick and thin. And I think, like I said before, I think that people who have been here since May of 2022, that have been in all these spaces and supported the validator of their choice, the builder of their choice, I think that they have been very satisfied from what they've witnessed. Because, I mean, if there was ever a time to fold up shop, to throw your hands up and say, I quit, that's it, no more, I think we passed that, right? Including Terraport, including Juris, or anybody else. I think those who remain now are committed no matter what. They're committed for the recovery. And before I forget, and I'll let you talk to Classic Dog, I want to throw a big shout out to just people like Echelon, right, over at Galaxy Station, Whisper from Elbun, helping us get on Lunc Dash. I'll say this, gentlemen, I appreciate that. I will. I'll tip my hat to that. It was unexpected, but you know what? I will give credit where credit is due. And I really appreciate those in the community that have come forward to assist us. And we're going to start doing the same. I think it's time. It is now time than ever. Like I said, 2025 is going to be the year of the crypto bull. America is back. The White House is back. Congress is back for the United States. We are pro crypto, and we have to capitalize off of that. But I just want to give a big shout out to those who helped us here the last couple of days. Go ahead, Classic Day. You want to say something real quick?
Yeah, shout out to shout out to Echelon as well. He's one of our partners for Juris as well with the Galaxy Station. But sorry, Classic Doug, go ahead.
No worries, my man. Yes, going back to that, we got to take a look at the ecosystem as it is right now when it comes to LunaClassic. If you see basically all the fallouts, all the issues, all the scams, all the rugs, mostly all the big things, they got, we got past that. We got past that. As an ecosystem, we have matured. As projects, we have matured. And as individuals, community members, we have matured with one another as well. So I believe Luna Classic in 2025 is at the stage that all this tobacco and all this stuff that happened in the past is just the past. The people that are building here in Chain as we speak are people that have tenure, are people that have a track record, are people that are well known, and are people that have been here since day one. So I don't have any doubt in my mind the folks that we have here right now on the space and the other projects that we currently have in the space as well, we're going to be successful. And going back to the liquidity issue and all that kind of stuff, that is one of the main reasons WESO basically locks its value and utilizes the bonding curve. The bonding curve is nothing that you're going to invest in the token and you're going to get you're going to get right away your reward. The bonding curve is a long-term process. And the way we built this to a 10-year program that people can actually go to the light paper and go anywhere and they can actually see where their token's value most likely will be. So, that's one of the main reasons that we want to tackle the issue with liquidity. And the second issue is, just try to help everybody and try to unite right as much as possible with different strategies that we have in place that we cannot mention yet, but we'll be gladly happy to mention them after the third month and the next roadmap comes up.
To add to that trust thing, I mean, Diamond Hands and yourself, you've been here for years now, and you have that trust. When you launch it, people support you, and it shows with Juris as well, right? When we launched it, LL's got a good reputation. I put my name on the line with Juris. If things had gone wrong, it would have backfired. So yeah, we've got that trust, which helps at the start, but we also have to deliver. And you guys will find that, right? With WESO, I'm sure, you're talking about roadmap. I'm sure you'll deliver. But that reputation is also quite, I don't know what the right word is, but it could go away quite quickly as well. And I feel the pressure with Juris because people support you and people expect something out of it as well. So it's like a double-edged sword. It's got the benefit that you get in the tension that WESO is getting, but it could also, in the long term, we have to deliver on that trust. We have to deliver on the people putting their money and trust in our project and support LunaClassic and our own projects as well.
Well, it's very funny you say that because at the end of the day, no risk, no reward. You must dare to dream. You can't always sit back on the sidelines and just hope and wish, gosh, I wish we could be successful. I hope tomorrow that we're breaking records, that we're making worldwide headlines, that people know who we are, that people respect us. Well, if that needs to happen, folks, you've got to get up off your butt and you got to do it yourself. And I totally agree with you. I told my team before we launched this, I said, gentlemen, if there's anybody that wants to leave, if there's anybody that wants to back out, now is the time. Because once we go live, there is no turning back. And I myself, I'm willing to put my name on the line. I'm willing to put Lunc Live on the line because the people of LunaClassic deserve success. And they deserve excellence, and they deserve to have respect again, not only in Cosmos, but in crypto. This is a great group of people. This is a great group of people, and they deserve their flowers. And we're going to do everything that we can under the sun to give them their moment. Look, Solana got their moment. XRP got their moment, right? Everybody's had that moment of jubilation and excitement and success. Well, dadgummit, the people of LunaClassic need that as well. But it's going to take hard work. It's going to take commitment. It's going to take a lot of people working together, and we're willing to do that. So let's do it, guys. Let's make 2025 the best year we've ever had.
And I need that, mate. I've had 3 bad trades, right? I had Luna where 2017 is like I grew my portfolio. I was happy. I gave back a lot of profit. 2021 with Luna, that's when I hit new all-time highs. You know, I didn't come from a rich family, and I gave it all back. And I did a post a couple of days back, and then I went into Kuji. Kuji, there was a massive liquidation, and obviously I'm still, you know, LunaClassic is one of my biggest bags. And then I went into Rune, and I don't know if you guys been following with Thorchain, and hopefully there's a recovery plan. But they had a loan issue, not on the base layer, but they had another product, Thorfi, and they basically went bankrupt. They had more, I think, loan than more debt than assets, and you know they've got a plan now. Hopefully it recovers. But you know, I need my time now. So hopefully LunaClassic, Juris, and these coin pumping, and I can actually take some USDT or, you know, take some profit out, because I've just been all in, been a degen, and yeah, I've got a good feeling, guys. I think this 2025 could be our year with L2s, hopefully something with the Repeg, and make 2025 the LunaClassic year. I want to touch on talking about the Repeg. I want to touch on the Cardano thing, and Diamond Hands, you started it because you replied to Charles Hodgkinson, and he replied back to you saying he'd be interested in that. I mean, it's an open question to Diamond Hands or someone else on the panel. Have you guys done anything? I've seen some validators getting together to, you know, go to them with a plan. I've seen a few other people tweet about it. Diamond Hands or Rexy or Classic or someone else, have you guys got any more info that we can share with our community?
Yeah, so
At least
go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was about to say, at least from our end, or you know, I haven't heard anything. I just heard a rumor that people were spreading on social media in those regards, but we haven't been part of any of those conversations. We believe in transparency, and that is why most likely you're going to see us go at it at X or something similar. If internal conversations happen, then most likely, you know, we'll share with everybody. You know, anybody that says it's the right to know. So if somebody's doing, you know, a team or something similar, just to go and talk to them and not let us know, just please keep us up to date, because everybody deserves to know this.
Yeah, sort of the same thing that I was doing. You know, you guys know me, man. When it comes to LunaClassic, I'll always use my platform, you know, the Mr. Diamond Hands account, to go after anybody and everybody. I don't care if they're a billionaire. I don't care if they're worth 100 million, 1 million, $5. It doesn't matter to me. It's exposure, exposure, exposure. So you will continue to see myself, you know, go after these guys. So when you see me go after people like Charles Hoskinson or CZ or whoever, you know, United States government officials or Donald Trump even, man, hop on those posts, right? Show that we're alive. Show them what we're doing. Like it, repost it, comment your favorite L2s, comment how you're feeling, because the more noise that you make on social media, the more impact you're going to have. Have we forgotten how we roll? Remember what happened back in 2022, OGs? What do? We got Binance to do a burn for us. We were tagging them so much that CZ himself finally answered. That's good. Let's keep doing that. But as of right now, you know, I've not had any internal conversations with anybody like that yet, but doesn't mean they're not possible. It doesn't mean I'm going to stop either. So I'm going to continue to do that. So if you see me going after a certain individual, you know, tagging them, talking about LunaClassic, talking about the burning, the building, the staking, I need your help, right? We're a community. Hop on those posts and show your support, man. That's all we can do.
Yeah, well said, Diamond Hands. And, you know, I think my account, your account, and there's a few other influencers, all your support, even if you've got 10 followers, a comment, a like, can really support us. If you're here, you know, go follow Diamond Hands, Classic Rexy, Boss Fam, you know, go follow the WESO account. Any like, any comment can turn into something, right? You know, CZ's replied to me and quote tweeted me once, and that was amazing. Diamond Hands always, you know, you see him replying to these big accounts, go engage with that. Charles Hodgkinson, it could be nothing, but something beautiful could come out from it. So yeah, follow everyone, retweet these spaces. You don't know with one comment, one like, who's watching. Boss Fam, you've got your hand up. Let's go to yourself next.
Yeah, man, I just want to give a shout out to the brother here, man. I agree with what he said. Building, man, the builders are actually going to be the ones that are going to make a lot of money, and those that are diamond handing those communities and supporting their communities. I think Luna is one of them, and like he said, most of these meme coins, they're great. You know, you go in, you go out, you cash out, like that Trump token that just came out. People got in there, got out, and that's it. It bottoms out. But after that, you know, to me, you know, since I've been in this space for 3 years, I think the utility comes next. The onboarding. How you gonna get the normies into the blockchain? I always support those communities that are always building or creating something new that's better than us, a DeFi user out here in the space. So, and from what he was saying, what you were saying, my friend, man, shout out to you, community, shout out to what you're doing. Anything that supports the Luna, the burns, and all that, I'm with it, man. I'm gonna check it out and shout out to all the builders, man.
Cool, boss. Yeah, do check out LunaClassic and Juris, and I mean, I was looking at potential partnership with Volt and a meme coin on LunaClassic as well to support both the chains, because meme coin is a good gateway to bring normies in. Solana, Phantom Wallet, they've just done an amazing job to bring people on into crypto, and they've beaten Ethereum. Ethereum had all the TVL, all the big money whales, and look at what Solana's done with making it super simple to onboard normies. And they're the biggest chain that they could potentially, who knows if they could take over the second spot from Ethereum. Donald Trump, he launched it on Solana. That's a massive not nailing the coffin, but that's a massive blow to Ethereum and L2s, him picking Solana. So let's keep building, and hopefully good things will come to us. We'll go to Juris and then Vegas. Juris, anything to add on the discussions?
Hey there, Rocko. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Awesome. An hour ago it didn't work, unfortunately. So hi everyone. Well, I'm always bullish on new projects, so I want to welcome Mr. Diamond Tens and LunaClassic DAO with their project. I'm keen to see what Selenium has to offer. I see Vegas is here. We are going to have a chat, I assume, tomorrow. Rexy is also here. I still need to call him because I didn't give him a call back. So hi, Rexy. And hi, Rocko. So what's up?
Awesome. Vegas, you've got your hands up, mate. How you doing?
Yeah, it's a quick one. Hey, congratulations, guys, for launching the project as well. I hope that it goes well. Again, if it goes well for you guys, it goes well for the rest of the chain as well. It's like the projects like a Selenium, Juris, Terraport, all of these projects. If they grow, everything grows on the chain as well. Some people, they are a tiny bit static regarding this topic. They are afraid that we will dilute the main chain, but we can see on Solana, Ethereum, that doesn't happen. More support for L2 projects is more support for the main chain. Quick update on the Selenium. Selenium, we are doing the pre-sale, like most of you guys know, is going okay. And we are winning more and more support from the general community. That is absolutely brilliant. We are seeing more noise on the social media and people understanding the value that will bring to the chain. Now, talking about what you guys were just saying about the chain itself, like I said in the previous space, and even this week we got a tiny meeting, and we were talking about what we think the direction of the chain should be, and it's more important than what we think the direction of the chain will be is we talked about that, and even today another good thing is happening. I'm seeing Trade Rocko, Rexy's, Diamond Hands, Juris, me, all in one space. You have no idea how important that is. Yeah, we have some players, big players, that they don't even consider speaking with us regarding some promotions or support or whatever, because they were thinking that we were not united. And doing spaces like this are heavily important, very, very important. Thank you, mate. And yeah.
Classic DAO?
So going back to that subject, for a while I've been working on creating this big unification space for everybody. I know, Rocko, you've been part of them in the past, and most of you have been part of them too in the past when we did it with the LunaClassic network in 2023. Lately, I've been in some conversations with most of the projects on Chain, and we're planning a big space on February 8th that is going to show just what Vegas said, unity. It's going to show a community coming together as one, a community showcasing all their talents, all their projects, and showcasing LunaClassic to the world. So basically, we're getting ready for that space. A lot of media is going to go out, videos. We're going to try to hype this as much as possible. So if you guys can give us a hand doing this, so we want to bring the excitement back to the chain. We want to bring, and let's be honest, we want to bring other people from other chains towards our chain. So, we got to make some noise, and the time is now. We got to take advantage, and, us as a project, we got to take advantage of the momentum as well, and help the other guys out. So making a big space for everybody, is definitely going to be bullish for the chain. It's going to be bullish for Luna Classic. And I just can't wait, to be honest. I just can't wait. And thank you, Vegas, for lately reaching me out. I do appreciate that and the conversations on regards to this space. And I do appreciate everybody that has put their part, to make this change successful, regardless if we had our differences in the past.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that spaces. I think it's the 8th of Feb. Do share it with us once it's all confirmed. It'd be great to get more people on. And one thing you guys both mentioned is bringing other people to our chain. And this is why I guess I'm sort of doing this spaces. So I'm doing the Thursday spaces, sponsored by Juris, if you want to call it, or Trader Rocko spaces on a LunaClassic on Thursday. And then Sunday, I want to do an open spaces where we bring on other DeFi projects, other AI projects, other meme coin projects that we can learn from. And potentially partner up with. When Juris launches, we'll need other people buying LunaClassic, depositing, growing our TVL, and having those partnerships, having those connections is really going to help. So, this Sunday spaces, first one, I thought it had to be LunaClassic. So we had WESO, and we're going to get updates on Juris and TerraPo and other projects later. But I'll also be bringing on other projects from different ecosystem that we could partner up with in Cosmos, wider in Ethereum, Solana, and then do this sort of named it AI meme coin madness. But if you guys have a better suggestion for a name, do let me know. Juris, have you got any alpha, any update from us?
Yeah, so I've been talking to our group chat. Can you hear me, by the way?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so I've talked to our development group chat. Probably I shouldn't say this, but I think the dashboard is coming. So it seems like everything is going fine. Hope there is going to be an announcement within the next couple of days, let's say. Don't want to disappoint.
Let's say a couple of weeks.
No, not a couple of weeks anymore. So that stuff should be working now. Frag and I need to deploy, I think, one contract and fill up one of the contracts with coins to finalize everything. And tomorrow I need to finalize reviewing David's pages for the UI. I think last week I posted 2 in the announcements, and 2 other pictures are missing. He's already working on more views that are required for the protocol, so that's all going good. I think Frag had a small issue with the backend, but I think he's back on track. I need to talk to him tomorrow. But right now the dashboard is like the main focus for me. So either tomorrow or Tuesday I have a chat with Frag in that regards. And other than that, everything is going smooth right now. Unfortunately, it's development time, so there's I guess maybe some people think it's too silent, but I guess it's okay. I don't want to like hype everything up while we're building. I would rather like to show you guys stuff step by step, like releasing things and then posting screens, building stuff, hype up step by step.
And that's going to help with the airdrop as well, because that's the most common question I get in DMs on YouTube videos.
Yeah, basically the dashboard launch and airdrop is the same time, because the people already got their locked airdrops, and for the liquid ones, you get them as soon as the dashboard is up, basically.
Awesome. Thanks, Juris. So we'll go around anything else, mate? We'll start going around the table now. Anything else you want to add, Hello?
No, not really. I'm just enjoying listening today.
No, it's been good, and I mean, one of the big things is bringing people together. And one of the other big person in the LunaClassic community, whether we get along or not, is HC Crypto. I had messaged him, guys. I know I get DMs. Why is he not on there? I did message him for last week's spaces. I'm happy to reach out to him again, and then bring more people together, because us working together is better for the LunaClassic chain. Okay, we'll go to Diamond Hands and then Rexy. Diamond Hands, any final thoughts? Anything you want to leave us with for WESO LunaClassic?
Yeah, guys, just again want to thank everybody for putting this space together. As always, shout out to all the L2 building. Shout out to everybody that's been holding since May of 2022. And just remember, this is our story, man. This is our time. And no matter how tough it gets, just don't stop. I think us being on this call together kind of shows you just that anything's possible, and that everybody's more committed than ever to recover Terra Classic. And I hope that this sends shockwaves through the community. I hope it sends shockwaves through the Cosmos, because you talked about it earlier, Rocko, about there's some turbulence right now in Cosmos, right? And it's time to show people that there are good, honest developers. There's good, honest people that are here. You just have to find them, right? You just can't give up. So don't give up. Keep hodling, keep building, burning, staking, and let's make it the best year ever. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Diamond Hands. I love, you're a very good speaker, just to give you some compliment. And just to re-emphasize what Diamond Hands is saying, when you keep working, guys, when people see that you don't give up, like something good comes out of it. And I was making a point about Murad. He's a guy that I love. If you haven't watched his meme coin video, his sort of meme coin thesis, why meme coins are pumping, it's a really good video. I'd recommend you go watch it. But he talked about like communities going through a few cycles where the coin goes to zero. We had that with Luna going to zero, and we all sort of coming together, putting governance in place, burn tax, people working together. And we're going through one now where LunaClassic isn't pumping as much, and we've seen it with XRP not doing anything last cycle, and this cycle being one of the leading coins. And LunaClassic, we must not give up, because if we keep building and there's stuff happening, there's a lot of creative people working, something's going to click. We don't know what that is. Looking back in the future, we'll be like, oh, this is what made LunaClassic successful. But maybe it's a hope, maybe it's a belief, but I hope that if we keep working together, there's going to be that click. Hopefully it's Juris, hopefully it's another L2, but I just hope that we get that click and then LunaClassic can start that bull run. But thank you, Diamond Hands, for coming. I'm sure I'm happy to come on one of your spaces. I'll make sure I come to the Classic DAO spaces, and we could do more conversation offline or on spaces together. Rexy, I'm just going around the table on how it is on my screen. Rexy, you're next. Any final thoughts on Terraport, TerraCasino, meme coins, Cat with Hat burn? Are you burning more Cat with Hat, pumping our bags? Yeah.
Yeah, it's great to see everybody here, isn't it? And to pick up on something that Vegas said when he had a few minutes there, we had a kind of open meeting within the validators stroke L1 kind of group earlier on in the week, and it's fantastically positive. It was constructive. There's no politics in it. It was all about what can we do to help move the chain forward. You'd say it's a strategic discussion if that doesn't sound too centralized, if you like, because of course nobody has power on TerraClassic. The users have power, and those that stake with validators. And a validator really is, you can think of it as a bit of a representation of the views of those that stake with them. And that's what keeps it decentralized. However, you need to have people with ideas that are prepared to stand by them and support them and push them forward for those that are staking with validators, and that are prepared to vote on governance proposals to actually kind of rubber stamp them. So it's fantastically positive, and it's something that we're going to endeavour to hold on a regular basis. There's some security issues discussed this time, which is one reason why we've not publicised the recording of the conversation. But I'll leave that for Vegas to comment on that if he wishes to. But that's why that's kind of kept quiet, so to speak. Picking up on some other things that he said, and just earlier on today, I was looking through an original document that I put together when we first created TerraVita. And TerraVita was designed to help promote the ecosystem and help revive it. I mean, that is what it means. And as I was looking through it, I thought, well, I wonder where we are in terms of some of the original objectives that we kind of set out. And it's looking really positive. I was pleasantly surprised, quite honest. But just to kind of reflect on it, because I shouldn't think anybody would probably remember what we put in that document. but it was built around the concept of certain pillars. And the pillars were that for TerraClassic to recover, it needed certain things in place. It needed governance. Okay, so we've got the validator set, and we've got staking and governance enabled, and that was done when TR was here, Terra Rebels, if you like. So that was one element, you know, the governance. Okay, the second element was having a community, and something that we're very fortunate about with TerraClassic is that when Luna crashed, despite what the Twitter kind of vote was perceived to be at the time about, launching a new chain, Luna 2, majority of the actual retail community, I think it was 95% plus, thought, no, we're not leaving Luna. You can rename it LunaClassic and we're going to support it and we're going to stick with it. And we're going to be here until it recovers because we believe in it. We believe in decentralized finance, and that's where we're kind of, staking, so to speak. And some people have stayed the course. I think the community's maybe kind of quietened down just a little bit. However, we've gone through that kind of rebirthing kind of process, and we've kind of come out the other side. So we've got that community there, and certain influencers have kind of grown in value, if you like, in terms of the amount of followers they've got and things like this. So that's looking pretty good. But there's another couple of pillars. And one of those was, which was massively important, was if you're going to have an ecosystem, think of it as a bit like a economy, from a country perspective. You need to have businesses. You need to have people that are generating interest, generating projects, generating income and volume and things like this. And that's effectively like, creating tokens on the chain and creating projects. And this is one of the main reasons why Terraport was built, to enable that to happen. So a major part of Terraport is the token factory. And that's enabled a massive amount of tokens to actually be created on chain and projects to come to life. And a lot of them are here now. So that was something that was really important. And another element to it, the fourth pillar, was that if you've got governance and security, if you've got people, okay, in a community, that's great. If you've got projects, that's fantastic. But without this fourth one, you're not going to get anywhere. And the fourth one was about attracting new money into the ecosystem. Okay, so collectively as a group, and this is something that Vegas referred to, you need to be able to project an image of stability and longevity in terms of your TerraClassic project, in terms of the whole ecosystem. And by us all working together, we help to project that, and that starts to attract real big players out there like Binance, KuCoin, Sexes, private investors, and so on, because they think that's a safer place to put my money, because those people, we're not just relying on, let's say, one team, we're relying on a massive community of people to always be there to make sure that, our projects investments are alive. And as part of that, about bringing that money in, you need the technical ability to. And something we're launching this week through Terraport, and it's been in place for about 9 months, but not quite ready to be released, is we've got a new bridge that's going to be released. And this bridge will link to lots of other chains around the crypto kind of ecosystem, Solana, FBNB, loads of them. And that will enable money to easily come into TerraClassic. And one of the reasons why, although this technically has been in place, but we've not launched it, is because something that is a barrier to the adoption of crypto, and it's something me and you traded, or Rocko, we've discussed many, many times, and it's part of one of the reasons why we've created this new space, is that if you want the newbies, as you call it, to come into crypto, or I'll put it into newbies speak, people that don't know a lot about crypto, if you want to get into crypto, we call you a newbie, okay? So you need help to make it easy for you to be able to kind of tiptoe into crypto, as I call it, because you don't trust us. You don't trust the crypto community because it's new to you. It's something different. And every financial advisor you've ever spoken to in your life will say, shouldn't touch that with a barge pole, mate. You need to buy bricks and mortar, put it in your pension fund, and that's where your investment will be safe. But this is high risk investment, but also it's got the scope for massively high rewards as well. Okay. And if you like to take a little bit of risk with your investments. And you're prepared to lose it. However, you're also prepared to gain a lot as well, and do your own kind of research and actually, take control of your own finances. Well, crypto could be the place to you. However, you've got to get over the technological challenges, and you've got to get over the language challenges, because crypto is its own language. Most newbies, as you describe, Rocko, listening to this space would not have a clue what we're talking about. When they talk about liquidity, well, what the hell is that? It means nothing to a newbie. But if you say, well, it's the amount of money that's coming in and out of the ecosystem, and the amount of money that's maybe going to go into a project, or the amount of money that maybe sits within a liquidity pool, which is a bit like a vault in a bank account, so it enables people to put money in and withdraw it out and change it, then you're starting to talk in the language that newbies actually understand. And I think if we want to expand TerraClassic to be welcoming to people that aren't into crypto, we need to talk in the language of the people we want to attract here, rather than the language that all us as what will appear to be a closed society to the newbies talking. Because we understand it, because we spent 3 years trying to. But they've maybe only been here 3 minutes, and we may as well be talking some foreign, or alien language. I know we all want to get to the moon and Mars, but we need to attract the people that are here on Earth.
Well said, Rexy. Anything else before we move on to the next person, Rexy?
I guess some of the other kind of project related things. We've got a new wallet. So we've got the bridge that's coming out this week, and the UI to it is, like I say, that's what's taken the time. We wanted to develop in such a way that it's easy for people to use it, and we've got a new wallet that's coming out in a few weeks as well, and that's currently being tested by a DAO of 150 testers, and it's fantastic. So that should be welcoming as well, and within that there's going to be an ecosystem explorer. So therefore, just as what's been kind of discussed here, is if every project does the best it can, that's great. Okay, but anybody that joins a project or invests into it, unless they know there's lots of other projects around, they might think, well, TerraClassic is all right, but there's only this one project here. What we all need to do is we all need to promote every other project, because that's when you start to spread the message and build the trust in the people that come into TerraClassic that we're alive and kicking. Because something that is a strength to us, but also a weakness, and many people here will pick up on it, is that we haven't got a Lunc team. We haven't got a Lunc home web page. Okay, and I'm not arguing for that. What I'm pointing out is that if we haven't got that, and we haven't got it because we are truly decentralized, we are the people's currency. Okay, and if you're the people's currency, all of us that operate all these projects, we've got to give reassurance to the people that actually we are a big blockchain, we've got a massive amount of projects on here, and that we aren't just a single island here in the middle of this massive ocean. This ocean that is TerraClassic is teeming full of life, but people just can't see it. So it's in all our interests to actually point out to these people that, look, there's this WESO project, there's Lunc Burn, there's Terraport, there's Juris, there's Selenium, there's FRG, there's, hundreds, if not thousands, of NFT projects. Like I say, we're an ocean just teeming with life. But you've got to point it out. You've got to, let people realise that beneath the surface that just looks kind of empty with the odd island on, that actually there's a lot there. So that's something, just want to kind of point out there. In terms of the casino, that's doing absolutely fantastic. There's been some discussion on it just recently, and what we've looked at doing is having more tokens represented on there. So there's a partnership that's been created with XRP, and one of the major currencies on there, Ripples, and also we've had big discussions with Volt as well about getting them with there, and various other kind of tokens within the TerraClassic community. So Juris is one that we've been thinking about as well, because the main purpose of the casino is to provide entertainment and support to TerraCasino. It's about the biggest burner there is in terms of a utility burning. And if it got, if it was to grow and get the support of the whole community and to become, anywhere near the size of stake.com, my God, if burning's your thing, you could burn hundreds of thousands of dollars of Lunc, every few months. The amount of volume that it would create would be astronomical. I mean, I think it'd make you dizzy. Okay. So another way that the casino has actually been giving something back to the community is rather than just burning Lunc, it's been helping projects as well. And the current project that is focused on is Cat with Hat. And the reason why Cat with Hat was chosen is because it's one of the few projects where the actual project creator doesn't own any of the tokens, or certainly wasn't given them when the project was launched. And the guy behind Cat with Hat, he does a hell of a lot to support lots of other projects within the ecosystem in terms of guidance and steerage and things like this. And we kind of wanted to reward that, reward those that help others, because if we help everybody, then actually that's the best way to help yourself, because we're helping that ecosystem grow. So yes, so the casino has been, burning Cat with Hat, and it will continue doing it with this vision of creating a kind of meme community, a meme token kind of, I guess, kind of experience, a bit like what you get with Slana and Pump.fun, although, in a different kind of way. And that's, again, to help attract people into TerraCasino. If they can see that there's an opportunity here to actually grow their wealth and invest and make profits, well, that's a real good way of kind of attracting people, isn't it? And giving them sort of faith and making them realise that TerraCasino isn't dead. It's thriving, and we're here ready for investment.
Awesome. Well said, Rexy. And in terms of the partnerships, again, you guys follow me. I'm a big pusher of meme coins on LunaClassic. I've been, speaking to XRP, Ripples, potentially to partner up. Shill LunaClassic, and also Volt as well. Volt's here. We've had a few conversations. Okay, so again, if I'm missing out someone, do let me know. So I've got Boss Fam, Classic DAO, Vegas, and then Juris. So Boss Fam, any final thoughts? You want to show Volt?
Yeah, definitely, man. I'm glad I came into the space today, brother, man. Hearing this, I like builders, man. People that are actually building solid project building on the block and making it much easier for the people that are coming to the space to onboard them. Anything that's I'm a strong believer. Any community that's pushing, supporting other communities, building or making it much easier for us, the DeFi user, to move around to the space, man. But I'll talk a little bit about Volt, man. Not financial advice. You guys do your research. But Volt has been here for 3 years. Launched in December as a meme coin. It's becoming a brand now, December 19, 2021. It stood the test. Those that have been here for these 3 years, you guys know what I'm talking about. Black Swamps, a bunch of other bullcrap. We have seen the Luna stuff, what you guys went through. And it's been here building nonstop since launch. Let me pull out my notes here, man. Volt. If you want more information in depth, you can go to voltinu.in. We have a massive ecosystem that benefits everybody in DeFi, no matter what project you're in, no matter what you're doing. Volt has something for you as a DeFi user, as a Web3 user. Something that I love about Volt and our developer Votoshi is that his slogan every Wednesdays. I encourage you guys, if you guys are building, like Diamond Hands just was saying what they were building, or as well Luna, man, you too, Rocko. You guys are welcome to come to our spaces on Wednesday. Votoshi hosts these spaces at 6 p.m. Eastern time, and anybody that's shilling or anybody that has a meme coin or building or doing something amazing, you guys can come and show your hearts up. And this is every Wednesday at 6 p.m. But let's get to the meat and the potatoes, man. I'm gonna do a little few highlights of the things, of the accomplishments that Votoshi has done through these 3 years. It started as a meme with no utilities, guys, on the Ethereum blockchain. It was buying NFTs, paying people's bills, and then now hosting spaces every Wednesday, 6 p.m. And like I told you guys, one slogan that Botoshi uses a lot is "We build with everyone and we build for everyone." I think all meme coins have their time where they pump and dump, but what sustains those meme coins has to be utilities at the end of the day, because if not, how you gonna keep the people entertained? How are you gonna keep the floor? How's the project gonna sustain itself? And I think that if the project is building, that's a plus. Um, some of the highlights included, even though when I fell in love with what was the Nasdaq interview. We had a Nasdaq interview in Wall Street. You guys could YouTube and search it. I was like, whoa, mind blowing. How a project is not in the billings yet had a Nasdaq interview. Also, Bolt has been a builder in Shibarium. Helped Shib build the Shibarium. He was one of the builders. We have sponsors and fighters like UFC, soccer players. We have OKX partnership on the wallet, not listed yet on the exchange, but we have partnership with on the wallet with OKX. We also had a Chainlink partnership. They helped us mint our NFTs because we also have an NFT cool collection of these VDSC dragons you can see on sporting out here on my PFP. We also had a CoinGecko partnership. We had a Tangent cold storage. If you guys know Tangent, we just recently had a partnership where we got our logo built into that. And to me, anything that the project has something tangible that you can onboard normies, because I use a lot of the stuff that we have, our Volt brands here to onboard normies, because a lot of people is like, how is crypto real? I don't see the money. I got to see it or touch it to believe it. And that's, anything that's IRL and real world asset that could help onboard people, that's a plus. It's good. We also have billboards all across USA and other parts of the world. We have some billboards in Vegas, billboards that recently got put up in Utah. We got a bakery that sponsors us as well in Utah. We have buses that are wrapped with Boinu logo all around New York, California, Dallas, and all parts of the United States. And now the DeFi tools, the utilities. Can you hear me good, Rocko? I hear a lot of.
Yes, no, sorry, it was my phone. Sorry.
No, you good, bro. The utilities, guys. Something I love about Boino's utilities, before I get into it, is that some of the utilities you could have it white glove, meaning that if you have a DEX or if you don't have no utility, but you want to offer your community a utility that makes your tokens more scarcer, we have something like that you could white glove it with your logo or whatnot. But something real beautiful that I love about Volt, it's the DeFi tools, which is the Volti cards and the Volti Pays. I told my friends that I meet in the space that if you only hold 200 million Volt tokens, we're on 3 chains right now. We're in Ethereum, BNB, and Polygon. If you hold 200 million Volt tokens, it grants you these cool DeFi tools, because I think we all came here to make some money, but to bring it out to the real world, you need something to bring it out, to ramp off, and in a decentralized ways. So the Volti card, you get it a physical, level 1 KYC. It allows you to spend up to $150,000 per card. Imagine you loading up your favorite crypto, loading it up, Bitcoin, Ethereum, use all your stable coins, SHIB, some meme coins. And if you want to get your token listed on that card as well, it's possible.
Maybe get
$150,000.
LunaClassic listed there, mate.
Oh yeah, brother. Anything's possible, man. Botoshi likes to build with other communities. And I hope that pulls through, which we've been discussing in the background with the casino. But yeah, man, the Volti cards, you could load up $150,000 a day, $175,000 a month. We also have no KYC. If you like really stay decentralized, just an email, you could have a virtual card loaded up on your Apple Pay or Google Pay, and anywhere they accept tap, you could go and tap in away with your cryptos. We also have MultiPay. This to me right here is a game changer, because right now it's in USA and also in Mexico. But Toshi's vision is to get this global, meaning if you have these 200 million Volt tokens, but you got your favorite projects, you got your favorite cryptos and whatnot, but it's gonna come a time when you want to spend it in a decentralized way. As long as there's about 21 K merchants listed in there. As long as those merchants are listed there, you could knock out your utility bills. You could pay your grandma's bills, your friends' bills, anybody in the USA, anybody in Mexico. But soon it's going to be global. And you can just go to VotiCard.net, connect your wallet where you have your 200 million Volt tokens, search up your merchant, and as long as the merchant is there, you can knock that utility bill within 48 hours. That to me is it's a must. So check that out, the DeFi tools. We also have our own decks. You said something, brother?
No, awesome. Awesome. Looks sounds really good. Guys, if you guys want to check out Volt, go follow Boss Fam, follow the Volting account, and then hopefully we'll find out more about voting in the future. DJ, you've got your hand up, and then we'll go to Classic Dell. Sorry to cut you off there, Boss Fam. We'll go to
No, go ahead, brother.
DJ. You've got your hand up.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? Thanks for having me up, Rocko. Actually, I have a question for Boss Man. Is he still here? Wait, where'd he go? Yeah, there he is.
No, I'll see you, brother.
Yeah.
How you doing?
What's up? Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't there also a Volt character in the Meme Alliance game?
Yes, sir. We're in several different video games as a mascot. Yes, and also not too long ago we got added on Polygoners on T3 Plays. Yes, sir.
I was going to ask if you knew anything from the Meme Alliance team. I know that they've been working on the beta, getting this game released for a while, and I was wondering if you had heard anything about where they are with that, or when they're actually ready to release this new beta.
Honestly, I don't know exact date, but I've been watching what they've been building, and they've been adding a lot of different communities. I love what they're doing. The game looks amazing. I've been asking them. I'm in their TG. I'm always asking when is the release because they're always putting out some cool graphics out there, but I don't have no clue, man. But I would advise just follow their official page as well. Also, the Boino official page because usually I know they're cooking something in the background with each other.
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually very much involved with that project, but I haven't spoken to Master Elmo or El Moshi, whatever he's going by this week. I haven't spoke to him in a little while, so I didn't know if there was maybe any updates. Yeah, the game is phenomenal, and for everybody who probably is kind of zoning out right now because this has nothing to do with TerraClassic, without getting into detail, I can tell you there are actually connections,
Well,
some
this
back
is
channel
quite funny,
connections.
DJ, because I hadn't had it planned because I shilled and El Moshi coin before because it's one of the coins I put in. I think you put me in touch with him. So it's kind of random, but this is why I like doing these spaces because Boss Fam joined and then you joined and then we found a connection about a coin that's partnered up together. So yeah, this is all the joy of being in crypto and doing these spaces.
Yeah, man, it's a big family, but yeah, there are actually some connections. Maybe one day they'll come to light and everybody will understand. But there are some definite connections with the chains, with the projects rather. So yeah, I'm happy to hear that you came in here today, boss.
Yeah, we'll have to share that connection, DJ, in the future. Yeah, there is a big connection indeed. Cool. Thanks, Boss Fam. Thanks, DJ. And DJ, also just to say this, I'm doing these Sunday spaces and just to open it up, not just LunaClassic. So obviously, I'm LunaClassic. I'll always be a part of LunaClassic, but I'm also opening up to talk about different projects on these spaces on a Sunday. So we can connect with people outside LunaClassic in Cosmos, in Ethereum, Solana. So that's one of the things I want to push for on the Sunday spaces. Right, Classic DAO, you're next. Just to round up what we've discussed, any final thoughts?
Hey man, not really. Just really happy to be here with you guys sharing the space. Really happy everything that is going on. Glad to see other builders here on the space as well. I'm gonna learn more about Voldanino. Thank you so much for putting me up to speed. Didn't know you were doing so much fantastic stuff, and also building since day one. So that's good, man. Just keep hustling and keep pushing it forward. At the end of the day, it's a matter of hustling and pushing, and we'll have success. But other than that, I wanna take my hats down to the LunaClassic community and its people and its builders because if it wasn't for every single one of them, right now we wouldn't be here. This 3 years that have passed, we wouldn't be here because without everybody's hard work and dedication is what got us to this point. So I'm really happy that we're ready to move forward. I'm really happy that everybody's joining the space. And Rocco, thank you so much for having me.
Awesome. And for people to find out more about WESO, is it follow yourself, Diamond Hands, and the page?
Yeah, you can follow us, the page. We have a Telegram chat as well. Basically, anything that you need, we're an open book. You can just send us a DM, and we'll be more than happy to take care of it.
Awesome. Thanks, guys, for coming on. I think I've got Vegas here next. Any final thoughts, Vegas? Anything to do with Selenium, the Repeg, LunaClassic?
Okay, oof, that will be hours.
Not
Okay,
not as long as Rexy.
longer than him, if that is possible. But yeah, so just picking up on a couple of things. So Rexy just threw me under the bus. So regarding the security thing, is nothing related to the chain, so everyone can be relaxed. It's basically some activities that happen off chain that they were suspicious. They are now confirmed and they are now being solved. Mainly all of them they are stopped, so everything is frozen. Yeah, but this just brings me to attention that sometimes, like Rexy was saying, regarding the education of the community, sometimes we have to go back to the basics. Sometimes we have to say, do not share your seeds, do not share your private keys. But even more than that, sometimes people think they are in a safe environment because a key element is there. What I'm trying to say is that we should educate as well the community the dangers of trusting too much in one person or whatever, or even going to private groups. That the most of this type of attacks that these victims suffered happen. So private groups are, in my opinion, a red flag. So as we the community, speaking as a member of the community, like to see what the way that the chain is going. So the community likes to see what is being discussed. For example, in spaces like this, is good the other way around. So to trap people under private groups, in my opinion, is something that we should start to educate everyone. Yeah, so things like we saw this past weeks and in 3 months ago as well, and yeah, that keep happening. It happens in all of the crypto space. It's just sad that we are so known to each other that we cannot reply to these situations more quickly. This brings to my attention the organization of the chain, because we need more organization so the community suffers less and less with some kind of problems. Yeah, being on chain that some people they don't know, but some of us, we always try to keep the security as first step, and we try to make sure that we do absolutely everything to make the chain solid. And yeah, some things are outside of the chain that we cannot control, but even that needs some kind of organization so we can act quickly, because a sales like we saw of the BTC Turk situation, it crashed the price, and we don't want to see that again. So this time we stopped it. So yeah, prompt for everyone involved. But again, we need more organization so some people don't get burned out, because this is a really crappy job, because this job is like you will never know the details. So it's not like a project or that person or that validator is going to grow, because it's not. That's the reality. We are doing this for 3 years, and 99% of the work that is done is never public. It's security, so it's what it is. Yeah, regarding the Repeg situation, I think we have some solid plans all over the chain. We have Red, we have my idea, we have Leonard's idea, we have even more ideas that are mixed up, like Defunks and Igor's solution. Is so many. I just think we should give like a like a brainstorm idea between all of us, understand what solutions we can go, propose this to the community, and give a timeline for us to start testing, because yeah, we need to change tools to make the chain deflectionary. So at some point the market model has to come to life, and I think at this moment the majority of the solutions that I can see, yeah, all of them will work. As simple as that. And at least in my personal view. So we are just at the moment, yeah, I think we already passed the barrier that is that we used to have for a long time, and that is if it's not me, it's bad. I think today we are on the step that is like, I don't care who does it. I just want this done so the whole chain can grow. So we are on that step at the moment. That's really amazing. But we still have one more thing to take the stigma out. Is that if people like Duquon and TFL, they fail, imagine us. No, it doesn't mean that, Even our governments, they fail sometimes. And everyone looks to them, oh, they are smart and whatever. No, sometimes they fail. For example, mirror protocol. We saw a problem on mirror protocol, two problems. One is already solved on Selenium, and the second as well. So one was regarding the shards, because they basically mint coins, yeah, and that in our opinion was one of the reasons that they could not grow more. So Selenium is capped to 108 million coins. Another one was Oracle pool. Yeah, the Oracle feed price. Yeah, so we are running an independent on top of the Oracle just to make sure that everything doesn't fail, So it's no more things that will happen. Like, for example, after the Repeg, during 3 months, we saw some exploits in a mirror protocol, and that was because of the Oracle, yeah. But yeah, things like that, they will not happen. So what I'm trying to say is that sometimes we think, oh, that dude is more smarter than me or whatever. If he failed, I will fail as well. No, if he failed, good. Now you can see why he failed, and you don't do the same mistake. And I think as soon as we can understand that it doesn't matter who the person that did it, we can do it as well. Yeah, we just need to start testing the market model and start talking about the Repeg as a reality, not just as an idea. Going again to the situation of the organization of the chain, I think we should do it. Yeah, we should start organizing ourselves in a way, not as we previously failed on Terra Rebels, but to be fair with you, was the best organization possible, because we have departments for everything. We have quants, we have architecture, we have DevOps, we have reach, we have all of these different departments on the Terra Rebels, and we were utilizing an agile model. So everyone knows what they were doing, and they were just communicating to each other, and it worked very well, So we saw things happening very, very quickly. We put a white paper together very, very quickly as well. We start the whole thing of the chain. But then, of course, the community didn't like the idea of the centralization under one flag. And okay, it didn't work. But then we start all of these situations in these past 2 years of truly decentralization. And we see that didn't help very well, because the fights, they appear. The fights, they were funny on the beginning, but they start losing interest very quickly, and the whole chain suffer with that. And I think today, this space as a proof can show that we just pass all of that, and we just want the best for the chain. And all of us, I believe, that are putting the emotions to the side, because I'm just next to a person, yeah, that until 1 month ago, we didn't even say hi, and pretty sure that now we can work together with no absolute problem. And yeah, so this is the thing, I think if we support each other out, the chain will show the true colors in the next couple of months. Because as we are at the moment, if we do nothing, yeah, it doesn't matter if we do the amazing products like Juris or Selenium, if not everyone of the community starts promoting, supporting these projects, you're never going to have these amazing volumes that we used to have in the past. In terms of Anchor, I don't remember exactly the volumes, but for example, on Mirror, the market cap was $1.5 billion. That says a lot, If we cannot get that type of volumes of market caps on the main chain, of course, we're not going to have it on L2. But if we start all going on the same way, like we were in the beginning, with one flag, it could be the Repeg, it could be a movement of L2, whatever, but we have to understand, sometimes we think in a different way. For example, I am a Maxist of the burn tax. The burn tax did what it was designed to do, but it's done. Now we have to do other options. My other option is a market model, 100%. But until we have something like that in place, we have, in my opinion, we should have the burn tax until we open that. That being said, we have to pass from one flag to another flag and unite the whole community, and making sure that the good projects, the projects that are here to help the community, are being supported because, let's say, if we have 1.5 billion market cap on the Selenium protocol, how much will be the market cap of Lunc? Billions and billions, yeah. So to even think of regaining this type of market caps, yeah, the whole chain has to move as one. And we were doing that for a couple of months, yeah. We stopped, and I see that we are starting to do that again, and that for me is amazing. So props for everyone involved to create this space, specifically Rocko, because yeah, you guys are absolutely amazing. Rexis, mate, you have blood of a lizard. Because the amount of things that you suffer and you're still here to fight for unification, that's absolutely amazing. And LL69 down there, mate, this guy, yeah, he was the one starting all the connections, and for me, I appreciate all of you guys. And now Lunc Live as well, joining the movement is absolutely brilliant. And instead of we just trying to do individual movements, doing a conjunct one like we are starting to see here, and we are more, that is going to be another space with even more characters from the community, is going to send the appropriate message to the rest of the space. Maybe we can start see spaces like we did before, KuCoin, What was the last time that we did a space with KuCoin? Long time ago, But they just saw us like a bunch of kids that they just go left, right, up, down. But now, if we show them that we are going on one direction, it doesn't matter what direction is. It's just one direction, yeah. They will see that we are a community, a real community that is now mature enough to understand that or we work together or we fall apart. And that's, I think now we understand that. And I think if we understand that, and if we can pass the idea to the rest of the outside community, that will be very interesting. For example, today here, having projects from outside of the chain is a very, very good angle as well. It's not just this project that is being promoted, is Lunc itself being promoted to these other projects, because other projects coming to the chain and talking about their projects, they will bring their own followers, yeah? They will understand, okay, this is not as bad as people talk about, so we might win some support on that side as well. I went on a different direction just this week. I went to speak in different spaces outside of the community. It's working, not as fast as I wanted, but it's working. But whatever we do, I think we are doing it right, because in terms of the social media presence in general, I think we as one are growing a lot. And for that, I have to say thank you to all of this panel that is here and the community, of course. Thank you, guys.
Awesome. Thanks, Vegas. There's a lot of things that you covered there. So thank you. We appreciate you always being in the community. I know you get a lot of hate, have differences, but you're one of the first guys that reached out to me for the burn tax. And yeah, it's great to see everyone working here together. I am just going around the panel. Ed, anything else you want to add? You joined a bit later on. DJ Trev. Okay, he's not there. Nicholas, you joined us a bit late, but we're finishing off now. Any final thing? Oh, DJ, go ahead, mate. You just unmuted.
No, I just wanted to say I'm good. Thanks for having me up, and I hope that we keep doing it like this, because getting everybody together is kind of the way. So everybody have a great Sunday, and talk to you later.
Yes, thanks, DJ. Well, hopefully we'll have another Spaces up next Thursday, depending on when I'm flying back. I might be flying back this week or next week, but we'll have another Spaces. Hopefully we can share some good news from Juris. Vegas, you've got your hand up again.
Sorry, mate. I just want to say thank you to DJ Trev, because it was an amazing chat that I have with him. Plus, he just allow me to think in the way that I'm thinking today as well, because he has really good ideas. So thank you for that, mate. Another thing that I just want to add very, very quickly is we have a new aggregator. I don't know if you guys saw Vintrex.io. Sorry. They are playing ball, and it's like they came from outside of the community. They saw, okay, Dex, they are not on Dex screener. Okay, they create one aggregator, and more than that, they already create the bot that is they are going to do like a trending and all of that fancy stuff like Dex screener has on Telegram. For now, the bot is working as sales and buys, sales and buys. No, so just buys. Sorry, buys. So you can add that bot directly to your group of your token, and you will just fetch this information and post in your group as well, or you can just go and have the link to the main group, and you can see it in live.
Vegas, will they have like a chart like Dex Screener or CoinHole?
A chart, not yet, that I can see, not yet, but it's a good suggestion. I'm going to speak with the dudes. They are very open, so just go and send a message to the dude. I told them, I asked him for the APIs to create the bot, and he told me, I will do it, mate, don't worry. I said, okay. So we decided to straight away do it in 3 weeks, in 3 days, he got the bot done for the Telegram. So if it was me, it will take much more time. So I just said, mate, thank you so much. So yeah, I think what he's doing is funny because I was speaking with Rexis. Rexis, I'm pretty sure that he's like, oh my gosh, because he was going to do this as well. Because that's the thing, if we don't have it, we build it, you know. Yeah, it's to be fair, it's good that someone from outside of the community decided to do it. So that's good. So more screeners like this is important, and it shows to myself at least that we are getting visibility enough for people to see. Okay, is money to be made there? You know, and they jump in, and that's really good. That's really good. Sorry, guys, to interrupt. Thank you, mate. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Vegas. Okay, Nicholas, and then final words to Juris.
Yeah. Hey guys, what's going on? It's good to be here. Yeah, you guys keep building, man. You know, the secret to all this is building this layer 2 stuff. I truly believe that we can make it through layer 2. Like, the guys here are building nonstop, every single project, adding volume on a weekly, and it's really phenomenal to see happening, honestly. And like, there's multiple ways to get to where we want to go, and there can be people like working day and night towards a common goal. Like, we got community members from all around the world. That's one of our biggest strengths, is that we all own LunaClassic, so we're able to work on solutions together, like literally 24/7, 365. So that's what we've been focusing on, and that's what we've been trying to build. You know, I do believe that the metaverse that we're building for LunaClassic is going to bring an enormous amount of volume. You know, the sidechain that we're building on is going to speed up the blockchain speed. Like, we're adding utilities for Lunc that is going to be no other place than on chain that you will be able to have these kinds of things. You know, we bridged over 16 different blockchains to LunaClassic via cookie. You know, those pools popped up today, so that's extremely interesting. They popped up on CoinHall. We've been waiting for months. They all popped up at once. We got Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Atom, XRP. We're still waiting on. We have all the meme coins we bridged over: Shiba Inu, Dogecoin, Floki. So you're able to trade all those currency using the wormhole bridge at the moment, right? So you're able to create a perfectly diversified portfolio, even buy gold with your cookie now, right? So this is bringing off-chain volume back on-chain. This is why this is important, because it's not just poaching volume from another project. We're creating new volume. We're creating these new arbitrage opportunities. And in the process, we're burning a crap load of Lunc. In 3 weeks, we burned 50 million Lunc, and we funded the LunaClassic community pool an extra 5 million just yesterday. So, like, people that say layer 2 don't help, they do help a lot. You know, that's all this stuff that we're burning. That's not even counting all this the volume we're generating as layer 2 projects. Juris, all these projects generating thousands of dollars every day. You know, and it's little by little we're gonna climb. And as LunaClassic climbs, so does our liquidity pools, so does the volume we can generate, and so does everything else. So it's exponential growth. So we just got to keep our heads down, keep building this stuff, man. We're doing it from the ground up, and it's going to be beautiful. But, like, please just stay focused and keep building. That's all I ask of the community. Believe in this layer 2 community. You know, I believe in the repeg strategies. like we can make it together. We can have multiple solutions, right? Like multiple deflationary solutions to deal with debt and to be able to move forward and create a repeg solution by eliminating as much debt as we can. So thank you for having me. Let's keep growing every day.
Awesome, Nicholas. Guys, I can see a few requests. We've had lots of speakers today, so not taking questions. Maybe on Thursday, if you guys have any questions, then we can bring you guys on and you can ask us questions. Okay, Juris, last but not least. Can you guys hear Juris? I can't.
No, I can't hear him either.
I can't either.
Yeah, I think he's rugging Juris. Maybe me or DJ needs to do like the last word for Juris.
I'll leave it to you because I don't know what you guys have talked about already, and I don't want to give away anything I shouldn't.
The key thing is like development's going fine with Frag. I don't want to give a percentage. He did give me a percentage of what he thinks is done. But I'd say less than 50%, but closer to 50 than 0. I think that's a good way of saying it. So that's the development of the protocol. In terms of dashboard, Juris has given us an update, LL69, that it's days rather than weeks. So maybe even on Thursday, people that are waiting to get the airdrops, people that are want to see all the cool dashboard stuff that we're building, and you'll be able to see it in the next few days. And then the UIs, hopefully we'll start sharing them. We've already shared a couple from the Juris main Twitter account, and I've retweeted that as well. Hopefully this week, in the coming weeks, David LL69 will be sharing more of the UI for Juris. In terms of prices dipped quite a bit. It is coming into support. I mean, I'll say that, you could try and time it with the testnet launch. I believe with the testnet launch hype, the price will pump. But again, not financial advice. You might want to wait for the testnet launch and buy it potentially higher. You might wait to get a bigger dip, but then you miss out and then you have to AP in higher. So I'll let you guys decide. But with what we're building, I'm bullish on the project, and you might want to get a bag. Rexy, you've got your hand up.
I can.
DJ. Let's go to DJ and then Rexy.
Well, I was going to add just something really quick to the end of that before we move on from Juris. A little something that happened really quick today. So I am constantly pushing these guys for time frames, and I know that the most current time frame that we have for completion, for launch of the whole thing, we're hoping Q2, maybe end of Q2 of this year. And I'm always checking their temperature to make sure that we're on track. Well, I asked again today. I was chatting with Frag, and I asked him, and for the first time, he sounded a little hesitant on that time frame because there was an element of building that he said hasn't even started yet. And so he was thinking, well, if that hasn't even gotten started yet, then maybe it's going to be a little iffy on that time frame. Then our co-dev popped into the chat and said, actually, it already has been started. So, there are things going on. It's just moving and moving, and these guys are moving at lightning speed. And sometimes they're getting things done that each other doesn't even know. So I think that made everybody happy to know that this particular element has already been started, is already being worked on, and our co-dev, when I asked him directly, he thinks it's absolutely possible that we stay right within that time frame that was given. So I think that's bullish.
I'm glad that you shared the timescale, because Frag and LL sort of said, "Oh, let's not share timescales, but we'll let you share it." And we could.
Yeah, but they already have. I mean, LL's the one who said like late quarter Q2. He's said that before, so I wouldn't say it if they hadn't said it.
We'll see.
Don't blame me.
if Jewish protocol's not up and running, we'll blame DJ. No, I'm joking. DJ's been one of the key guys to get the Juris out to the public with his videos from his truck, and all the spaces and all the work that he does. We could share some more. Like, some of it won't make sense to me. Like, I could explain to some of the posts from Frag about Oracle module deployment, first transaction interaction with market module, and they don't make much sense to me. So we'll bring on Frag in a couple of weeks, then you can ask him the technical questions. Rexy, you've got your hand up.
Yeah, it's always dangerous, kind of pinning time scales to the flagpole as such, isn't it? I just kind of wanted to pick up on something that Vegas has said, which I think is fantastically important. And just before I do that, I didn't throw you under the bus. I gave you a ticket. I think that's the phrase you was looking for. But something he picked up on, and it's something I'm really passionate about as well, is we're great when we're talking together, okay? Within our own kind of Telegram groups or Discord groups or wherever it is that you have a bit of a chat. And we do great that, and we support each other, which is really, really positive. In terms of an impression on the outside community, spaces like this, where we've got lots of representatives of different kind of teams and groups together, that really does show commitment, and that we're kind of talking together and we're collaborating and working, and that we're actually a force that's worth dealing with. And I think that's really, really important. And the final thing is that when you're talking within your own groups, they're a bit like families, and that's really positive. But when you've got a family that's talking within their house, they're not spreading the word to people in other houses, are they? Or in other communities. So something that Vegas pointed out, which is massively important, is if you want to spread the word, you need to go to other communities. Okay, and you need to engage with them, and you need to take an interest in their projects and to some extent support them. And if you show interest in other people, then they tend to show interest in you. And the more that we can engage with people outside of TerraClassic, the more actually that will spread the word that we are here, because many people actually think that TerraClassic actually died and there's nothing going on. But also it shows that there's a massive community here, and actually we're prepared to embrace other people, embrace other communities, and work together for what is decentralized finance and the future of finance in terms of crypto. So yeah, get out there, spread the word. Individually, we've all got a voice, but together we can all be heard.
Oh, what a way to finish the spaces, Rexy. You always come up with these special lines. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in, and we'll do lots more of these spaces. Next one should be on Thursday, and then we'll do the Sunday spaces. Not decided who the guest will be. If not, you'll just listen to me chatting, and hopefully we'll have good guests come up as well. Diamond Hands, Classic, you guys were the special guests, I guess. Any burning things you want to say at the end?
It's great space as always, guys. Don't give up. Keep building, burning, staking, and believing. Enjoy your weekend.
Awesome. Thanks, mate. Thanks, everyone, for coming. Special shout out to Boss Fam as well, talking about Vault. Everyone that's listening, guys, like and share this. Follow everyone that's here. You never know, one reply, one tweet, even if you've got no followers, it really helps us out. We want to push LunaClassic to not just people in LunaClassic, but outside community as well. So thank you very much. We'll catch you guys next Thursday for another spaces. There will be lots more spaces coming up, and hopefully lots more L2 developments that's going to push LunaClassic to the moon in the bull run. I'll end it on that positive note, guys. Good night.